towards the end of the Switch 1's life, it was lagging behind drastically compared to the other consoles, both visually and performance-wise. This resulted in a lot of third-party titles not making their way to the Switch due to not being able to run on the console. However, with the Switch 2's improved power, it is able to rival even the PS5, allowing for plenty of ports, such as Cyberpunk, the Resident Evil series, and eventually Monster Hunter Wilds to make their way to the console. Today's video, I will be going over other games that need to get Switch 2 ports, starting with Persona 4 Revival and Persona 6. While the other games of the Persona series made their way onto the Switch 1, we have not had any Switch 2 announcements officially confirmed for Persona 4 Revival. However, since other games in the series are on the Switch 1 already, and since we just got Persona 3 Reload on the Switch 2, I am heavily expecting for this to come to the Switch 2. However, with no official announcement yet, it looks like this game will not be coming till after launch. The next game I want to talk about is Honkai Star Rail, a free-to-play RPG that is on both mobile and PC. I feel like if we were to get more free games for the Switch 2, it would give more people a reason to buy the console, as a lot of people aren't ready to pay the $500 price tag plus a game they would have to buy. If there were more free game options, the Switch 2 would become more accessible for more players. I chose Honkai Star Rail as a great option as it is already a popular game that would bring even more fans of the RPG genre onto the Switch 2. And even though it's a free game, it's easy to put hundreds of hours of content into it. I also want to discuss the Silent Hill 2 remake, as I think this would make a great port for the Switch 2, alongside the Resident Evil series getting more horror games on the console, as that is something we are lacking from Nintendo first-party titles due to them being more family-focused or geared towards children. In terms of other popular games coming from Steam, Mecha Chameleon would be a great game deserving of a Switch 2 port. It has recently exploded in popularity. This is a hide-and-seek style game where you play these little white creatures, then you use paint to decorate yourself and blend into the surrounding environment to find the perfect hiding spot. I would love to see a lot of these multiplayer games come to the Switch 2 as more reason to buy the online subscription. I also think this would be great to play with your friends, and it would be great to come to the Switch 2 as not everyone has a gaming PC. While on the topic of these multiplayer games, I also want to mention Peak, another great game in the friend slot genre that should definitely make its way over to the Switch 2. This game centers around you teaming up with your friends and climbing up a mountain. It's an excellent game to play in group calls, and having more multiplayer games like this would give more use for the Switch 2's camera and voice chat features. One key indie game I want to mention is Titan Souls. Now this game is very old and came out in 2015. It did make its way to the PS4, but never came to the Switch. This is a Souls-like boss rush game with the twist that you only have 1 HP, and so does the enemy. This game is all about analyzing the boss titans' combat strategies and patterns to look for their weakness and where you can get in your one hit before they hit you. It's one of the Steam exclusive games that I want to play the most, and I think it needs a Switch 2 port so that there can be more of an audience for it. Another key indie game is Eugenics. This is a tactical RPG roguelike game where you breed and manage cats, then get different mutations leading for different runs every time. This game was developed by Edward McMillen, the creator of Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy, which are on Switch already. And we did just get Super Meat Boy 3D on Switch 2, so this is definitely coming. The developer himself has even said they are working on console releases with the Switch 2 being at the forefront, however it is not officially confirmed as of now. Last I want to talk about Vampy's Big Day. Now if you haven't heard of this game, it is developed by fellow YouTuber JoeBob, and has a really cute, silly art style, and looks like a lot of fun. It has not launched yet, and due to being made by only one person, will probably not come to the Switch unless it does really well. But I would love to be able to play this game, and I feel like the Switch would be a perfect place for it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below which games you want to see ported over to the Switch 2. Have a great rest of your day. Sincerely, Switch.